Hello, my friends. Ken Pickard, the Network Dad. Welcome to our next installment for our content syndication strategy. Today, we're talking all about Twitter. What is Twitter? We're not going to cover what is it or how to leverage it so much that we're going to be showcasing Twitter as a content syndication tool and how you can build your tribe around Twitter, how to benefit others first so that they will in turn benefit you. That's the name of the game, all about social media, and content syndication is sharing other people's content. So we're going to focus on Twitter with that thought in mind. So welcome to my Twitter page, and what we're going to do in the next hopefully 10 to 12 minutes is show you a couple of killer steps on how to be a tribal leader on Twitter. So we're just going to jump into just the overall view real quick. You want to make sure you have a smiling picture here. Hopefully you have a good bio and a link to your blog. Now, what is Twitter? Why start with Twitter? Well, here's my brief analogy of social media and why Twitter is so important into that Twitter, blog, YouTube, and Facebook feed. All those four sites combined together. Well, this is the largest party in the world. This is social media at its finest. Think of it like a huge party of like a couple hundred people. Typically, there's a couple 100 million people, but let's narrow it down to something that you can really identify with. Have you ever been to a large party, say 100 or 200 people, right? Well, there's no way that you're going to be able to talk to everybody intimately. You're not going to be able to cover every conversation. But if you kind of hang out at the door, if you will, Twitter is the front door to the party. It's where you get to meet people. You get to say hi. You kind of take their coat, right? You kind of, do whatever. You kind of engage with them briefly in the beginning. Then you lead them into something bigger. Like you move from the front doorway to, let's say, the living room or the den, right? That would be like Facebook. You move into there and there's pictures on the wall. There's people talking about you more and there's people sharing stories. That's what Facebook is all about. Then you move into, let's say, the kitchen where the dinner or the meals are, right? Or maybe you got a barbecue going on. That would be like your blog. That would be things are happening. Connections are being made even more. People are getting to know you and like you. They're breaking bread with you. That's where the blog is. And that's where some of the magic is really start to being made. But Twitter, again, the front door of the party. Don't forget what the concept is and how you can start to engage with people. So if you're using Twitter, great. If not, think about this. It is the 9th most trafficked site in the world. Number 9 on Alexa.com. So keep that in mind when you go, I get Twitter, I don't get Twitter, I use it, I don't use it. Just bear in mind, it's there for those who want to use it and use it well by connecting with others. So let's move on real quick. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stalk a new friend of mine, somebody who's in the blogging community, Adrian Smith here, and I'm going to show you how I would really take this relationship to the next level. So I follow her blog. She has some great things going on her blog, a lot of things that I find of some great value. I've started leaving comments on her blog, and I want to pull Adrian into my inner circle. So let's say this is what you want to do. You want to create a family around yourself. You want to build a tribe. You want to start having maybe 5 to 8 people in your inner circle. So I'm inviting Adrian into my inner circle more, kind of testing the waters out a little bit more. And I know she's well receptive because she leaves comments. She's very engaging, very interactive on her blog and on social communities. The perfect person I really want to connect with. So what I'm doing is I'm going to retweet. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to retweet someone. Now, I know what I've read this post. In fact, this post real quick is 20 tips for getting your content retweeted on Twitter. How about that? We're talking about Twitter. Did I pick this one on purpose? Absolutely. So I've already read this one. She's got some great tips in here. So I'm coming down and I'm going to retweet. Now, she has a plugin here that shows you how easy it is to retweet. You can hit this, as she's already created one for you, or you can hit the retweet button here. Everybody's used to this tweet meme, right? Okay, so I'm going to hit that real quick. Now, it's real easy to just hit that button and run, right? Well, there's a couple of things you can do. Oh, first of all, we notice here that she doesn't have her Twitter handle in here. So bear in mind, when you tweet somebody, you want to make sure that they know that you're tweeting them because that's building that relationship. So when I talk to her next, I can say, hey, don't forget to, you might want to upgrade your, or update your Twitter stats or your in your plugin by having your Twitter handle in there. A lot of people miss that, or if the tweet meme plugin's been updated, they may toss out your handle by accident. So you want to make sure and get that. So we happen to have that down here, Adrian Smith 40. Go ahead and copy that real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and put via Adrian Smith. That way she knows I'm talking about her, and then she can say thank you if she does, and I know she does often. So those are some great things there. Now, what I want to do is frame this, though. It's really easy to just hit that retweet, but if you come in and kind of spin the tweet a little bit, you can benefit your reader. See, when you engage in syndication, you do it for two reasons. You want to benefit the person you're syndicating, and you want to think about your followers. This is something that I want my followers to enjoy and read. Who is my target follower? If you're retweeting something that you like, kind of frame it that way. If you're retweeting it for an audience, frame it for that audience. So this is for my Twitter friends. These are people that are active on Twitter, right? So I'm going to say something. I always kind of put little brackets around at the end, and I would say, tips or hot tip to get your tweet on. Okay, so hot tip to get your tweet on. Now notice that she left because she had a title, and then I added in her name here. There's plenty of room for a retweet message. So hot tip to get your tweet on. So kind of funny, right? A little different there, but that's what you want to do. You want to kind of spin it a little bit so that you stand out when you're retweeting somebody. So let's go ahead and retweet that, and off we go. All right, so now that counted. So that's great. I just retweeted somebody and I spun it a little bit differently, made sure her name is there. Now, there's one thing you can do when you're building a tribe and you want to grab some people around you and, again, bring them into that inner circle. I want to introduce you to a tool called Twitter Feed. Now, this is nothing new. It's been around a while, so you may already be using it or you may not. Now, if you are using it, or if you're not, I want to make sure that you know that this is an automatic tool. Now, I know a lot of people love automatic, and there's a lot of people that hate automatic. My rule of thumb is 50-50. If you're going to do automatic, make sure you do some manual information in there as well, or manual tweets or something. So here is something that you can set up a couple of feeds from everybody's blog. So when they publish a blog post, your feed will tweet it automatically. Pretty cool, right? But again, don't forget to mix it up with some manual, and we'll show you that in a second. So how do I've already logged in, twitterfeed.com. You can go ahead and create a new feed. It's pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and call this Adrian, A-T-R-I-E-N Smith. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put her feed in here. Now, what is their feed? Typically, it's the name, it's url.com/feed, unless they have a feed burner or something like that. So let's go ahead and check it out. And look, she happens to have an RSS feed set up on her blog. How convenient is that? So up here, feeds.feedburner, Adrian Smith, net, that's her feed. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that, put in her feed here. Now I want to go ahead and test this out. Feed parsed OK. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. Now, it's real simple, but before I do that, I want to make sure and check out advanced settings real quick. Now it says check for posts every 30 minutes. You don't necessarily need to do every 30 minutes, because if somebody blogs once a day, that's a really active blogger. So, and I'm good with that. So you can set it for 6, 12 hours, 24 hours. I'm good with once a day. Set it up one post a day and include title and description. So you can change if you want title only, description only. Title and description is good because it adds extra little character in that, not just simply the title, although a good title is worth its weight. Shorten links by bit.ly, that's great. Published dates, published sorting, that's fine. Now here's one thing that you want to have is your suffix here. You want to make sure that the person you're retweeting knows that you're retweeting them. So I'm just going to put via at, and then I'm going to go back here, back to her post, and back up one, and I'm going to grab her Twitter handle because I want to make sure that that is in there. Now remember, I copied it from here. Where did it go? Oh, I have to click on a post. Funny that. And go back. Oh, I am on a post. So, oh, here it is. Adrian Smith 40. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to put it in the Twitter feed here. There. Now that way, this tool automatically will retweet. Now, it does not count in the retweet meme, but this is just something that every time she posts, I will always be tweeting for her on her behalf. Again, you're leading somebody, right? You're leading in syndication. You're sharing other people's content first. So I want to make sure that she knows that. Oh, I don't need two @ here. All right. That's that. And then you get some keyword stuff, but I just leave this the way it is. So that's good. So continue on to step 2. Now here you can have it set to Twitter or StatusNet, Hello Text, Facebook, LinkedIn. We're just going to pick Twitter because that's all I really want to use this for. I keep all the other accounts clean. Check out now because I'm already logged in. I can go ahead and select the Twitter account that I want to use, and I can just hit authenticate. I can do one or the other. Oops, I don't want to do that. I already authenticated that. So I just hit that Twitter feed and then hit create service. Create service successful. That's it. Now the cool thing about that is when I go back here, if somebody picks up on that feed, right, then you will see this. Like for instance, my friend Carrie Rogney here, these last couple of posts were picked up 4 times or 7 times. So I know it's working. Some other posts have not been picked up, maybe because they were published at different times or whatever, but it's a really cool tool to really be promoting your inner circle. Again, you want to make sure that you know that your friends are putting out quality content first. Okay, now, what's the other half? The third thing I want to show you real quick is how to be a power tweeter. Twitterer, however you want to say that. So I want to show you real quick, how do I add somebody? This is TweetDeck. Now there's 2 awesome tools for those who are power Twitter users. You can go to twitter.com, that's great. But if you really want to maximize your efforts, there's 2 tools that I recommend. One is called Hootsuite. That is a web-based site that you log into. So that means you can log in from any computer in the world, right? Just like you would Facebook or something like that. And then there's TweetDeck, which I happen to like, which is a computer-based app program. So that means you would download it, install it on your computer, and log in. So really, I can only log in from this computer, but it's great when I'm at home, so that's fine. Now you notice there's columns here. Now, you might start to pick up on this, where I'm going with this in a minute, but here's a column for my feed for all friends. This comes in and it gets added or updated every couple of minutes. I have mentions, I have a search, and then I have direct messages and all that kind of stuff. And then you'll start to see as I slide over, I have new followers, which is awesome. And here's a tip for you. Create a column for new followers, and here's a great place to vet new followers. So that way, when you have somebody here of interest, you can kind of look down them. I look at profiles, and these are their bios. This is something that, okay, let's not look at that one, but these are something that is on their bio. Again, remember I mentioned in the very beginning of the video that having a good bio is worth its weight. Now, here's somebody who doesn't have a bio. This one too, Entrepreneur Revolutionist. There's no link to their site. So I can certainly kind of give them a quick reply or mention, say, hey, I noticed, thanks for following me. Hey, you just might want to be able to set up a good bio so that you're more engaging with people or something like that. Just a quick say, hey, how you doing? Gives you a chance to offer your services or offer a great way to connect, right? So you can certainly do that. Now, how do I add somebody? So I'm going to go ahead and add a column here, just this plus button up here. And now you can see I've already searched for Adrian Smith, but if I didn't know, I can just type in her name or grab her Twitter handle and just type it in. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and click on it since I clicked on it before. And voila, a brand new column appears with her name. Remember, I'm bringing her into my circle, so I really want to kind of promote her or syndicate her often. Now, here's a great way to, I'm going to kind of come down here from the beginning, and you can see the different mentions, the manual effort, right? So we have an automatic process set up. So I want to make sure and kick in with some manual at replies because you want to show that you're human. People want to see those at replies. If you're just one-way communication and using Twitter as your classified ad section by just promoting yourself all the time, you get real boring. And unless you're mass marketing yourself 24/7, you're not going to get a lot of clicks. You're not going to get a lot of followers or engagement. You know, it's a little bit more tough to climb that uphill battle. But again, use Twitter for what you want. What I recommend people is engagement. Follow people, vet new people, and engage once in a while. So I have some mentions here. I can, say thank you people that have retweeted content or are talking about me. I can make sure and say thank you, right? I have all that. But now, how do I go back and just kind of update Twitter and show presence for the friends that I'm following really quick? Well, I can certainly come over here and I'll show you. So here's Vanessa. I happen to know she's promoting this, Mark Provison's product. So I can just go hit reply or retweet and hit that. Boom, done. I just retweeted that. Now I can reply to it as well. Remember, those at replies are good stuff. So I come over here to Katie. So I can say, she's been to all these places and stuff like that. That's great. I can retweet that, or I can, reply, saying, I can't wait to see some pictures. Something like that. Great. There's a quick at reply, right? So there's her column. And here's another friend of mine, Emma Tibbins. Sorry, Emma. But I know she's got something here I checked out earlier. She was talking about something she did with her son. So I want to kind of give her a quick reply. It says, aren't life lessons so cool? Something like that. Okay, great. Boom, done, right? That's the main thing, is just having I can just come do this in a couple of seconds and I'm following up with a bunch of people. I saw a picture of Jonathan Budd in the mask that he had, so I can reply to him. Too much fun, or I don't know, too funny. How about that? Too funny. Boom. There's another quick at reply, right? Now my feed, right, that I have about 29,000 followers. Not everybody, whoever is on is seeing this. I'm active. When you're on Twitter, be on Twitter. Just go comment, reply, retweet. Be on Twitter. Don't be shy. When you be there, be there. So this is a great way to do it. So I have some other friends here that I can certainly reply, comment, and just kind of go down the list. You can feed as many columns as you want, 15, 20 of your closest friends, 5 or 6 or 8 of your inner circle people. Like I'm adding Adrian here. So I come in here and it looks like she's replying here. I can certainly kind of, maybe if she had a post here, I can retweet it, but it looks like she's saying thank you to a bunch of people. Anyway, that's my tips of the day. So again, when you want to build a tribe and you want to build followers and credibility and have people know you and like you and trust you, engage with them first. If you like this post, leave a comment. If you have any tips for how you use Twitter, or if you don't get Twitter at all, go to my blog, thenetworkdad.com. On this post, leave me a comment. Bye, guys. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you on the next video.